Thanks for stopping by Pete's Garage. About 6 months ago, I made a video about the correct way to apply ceramic coating to a vehicle. And ever since then, I've been getting tons of questions, people asking me if it's worth it. Now, I actually wanted to know the answer to that question myself, so I have been running a controlled study for the last 6 months. The vehicles I used in this study were the brand new Audi Q5 and a brand new Jeep Renegade. Here are the details of the study. Both cars were bought at the same time. They both sat in the same garage. They both saw the same weather conditions, and they both had similar mileage. The difference between the two is I never washed the Audi after applying the ceramic coating, whereas the Jeep was taken to the car wash about every 2 to 3 weeks. Now, it's been about 3 weeks since the Jeep was washed, so it's a good time to compare the two vehicles. And in order to do that, I want to use some very measurable methods. I don't want to leave it to opinion. I want to give you some facts. We're going to compare the two. And what I'm going to do is pretty simple. First, we're going to do a plastic bag test. We're going to see what the surface feels like. Then we'll do a clean rag test to see if after 3 weeks on the Jeep and after 6 months on the Audi, to see if the surfaces are collecting or retaining the same amount of dirt, which one does a better job. And finally, we'll do a water break test. After 6 months and after 3 weeks, we'll see which surface remained hydrophobic or which surface retained its ability to repel water. First up is the plastic bag test, and this will tell you how dirty the surface of the car is. You can feel it. Take any plastic bag and rub your hand across the surface of your car and you will feel how gritty it is. This is going to be the first test. First, the ceramic coating. The surface feels slightly gritty. It's not as smooth as it was when I first coated it, but it still is fairly smooth. Now the car wash surface. This is very gritty. As a matter of fact, it feels about twice as gritty as the ceramic coating. So in this case, the ceramic coating wins. Next will be the clean wipe test. These are just clean wet wipes, and I will rub it across a similar surface, similar area, and a similar length to see which one retained the most dirt. Next, I'll do the clean wipe test on about a 2-foot section here. I'll lay it down, put my hand on it, and rub it for 2 feet. Now the clean wipe test on the car wash car, about 2 feet, same distance, rub it for 2 feet. Here are the two clean wipes. This is from the ceramic coating. This is from the car wash. And to be honest, it's very difficult to tell the difference. This car hasn't been washed in 6 months. This one was washed 3 weeks ago, and they're really pretty close. So I'm going to call this one a draw. Now the water break test on a similar area with 14 ounces of water. The water is sheeting off, it's not sticking. This surface remained hydrophobic. Same surface area on the car wash car. And same amount of water. The water is sheeting off. This surface remained hydrophobic. So again, we'll call this one a tie. Now those results were pretty surprising to me. I really didn't expect that. And the plastic bag test is the only thing that won it for ceramic. So let's add some more qualifiers. Let's add in how often it needs to be applied, how much each one costs, and the effort required to apply. The ceramic coating only needs to be applied once a year versus every 3 weeks for the car wash, so ceramic coating wins on how often. On cost, if you do it yourself, it's only going to cost about $100 to apply your ceramic coating versus around $200 for car washes for the same period of time. However, if you have to pay someone else to apply it, it will cost about $500 to have it applied, $1,000 a year. I'm taking the 6-month period, $500, or about $200 for the car wash, so the car wash wins in that one. On an annual basis, the ceramic coating will be cheaper if you do it yourself. $100 versus a couple $100, maybe $400 for car washes, and maybe more frequently during the winter depending on where you live. So I think in this case ceramic coating wins. The last category will be in the effort needed to apply. Hands down, I think ceramic coating is going to lose this one because it does take a good 8 hours and a lot of work to apply it yourself. Of course, if you give it to somebody else, it's pretty easy. But if you apply it yourself and you want to do it cheaper for $100, it's going to take a lot of time, so it's pretty heavy on the effort versus just sitting in your car and driving through the car wash. When we look at the scorecard and the objective measurements, ceramic coating wins. But subjectively, my opinion, I think the ceramic coating is worth it because I don't have to run into a car wash or stop at a car wash every 3 weeks and run the risk of having some damage, something going on, then I got to get out and wipe off the soap, all the things that go along with going to a car wash. So I think overall, not only does the ceramic coating win with things you can measure or check yourself, I think it wins overall because of the convenience factor and the ability of it to last a lot longer. I hope that clarifies a lot of questions people have or have been asking me, texting me, emailing me. Ceramic coating is better than going to the car wash, but again, you can do whatever you like. I'm just sharing the information that I collected and how I performed the test. I hope that helps you out. Thanks for stopping by Pete's Garage.